What is up? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Back with some more Resident Evil 4 Remake Separate Ways content for you. And today I'm going to be going over something that's once again reared its ugly head. I remember when the game first came out, this was apparently a complaint. And by the way guys, do not ask me why I still have the Lord of the Waterways still in my inventory. At least Jack, you can understand why I keep that, because maybe one day I'll give it back to Leon, because it looks like the merchant is, but I have no idea. I remember in the OG Resident Evil 4, I would just store about like 5 fish in my suitcase. Don't ask me why. I have no clue. Maybe I thought I was going fishing. I have no idea. But anyway, there was a controversy that came out shortly after. I remember when Resident Evil 4 Remake came out, and people were complaining, because, I mean, it's 2023. That's all people ever do nowadays, is complain about everything. And now it's reared its ugly head once again back in this game. Now my thing is, I usually ask this question to myself a lot of times. Remember back in the good old days when we actually had actual problems, not just in games but in life itself, and we had actual things that people complain about. I'm not saying there isn't actual problems today, but it just seems like most of the time people complain about like anything. Like, I mean, whether it's like the color of an object, or when I'm not gonna lie, that guy, good God, it's like he just was falling and then he just like hit a unseen force and sent flying. So definitely not a good day for him. But you might be asking, what are we complaining about? What's today's complaint? Well, you're looking right at it. See it? Don't get it? Well, neither did I for the longest time. But yeah, in this game, you obviously have barrels and boxes and windows and ladders, and a lot of times they're coated with either yellow paint or yellow tape or whatever it may be. And when I first heard this back when the game came out, I just kind of just thought, is this like a, someone trolling? Or I didn't really read the reason why the complaint was there. I just kind of heard like whatever. But it's come back again, and I was just really curious this time. I was thinking, well, what's the problem? Like, what is this, like, did they hate the color yellow? I didn't get what the whole complaint was. And then I was hearing, I wanted to hear people actually who were getting mad and upset about this. Like, why is this such a big deal? See that ladder, I think it's because this is one of those pull-up ladders. It didn't have the yellow sprayed on it or whatnot, but some of the ladders do have the yellow spray paint paint on them, and the windows have the tape and the stuff like that. But basically, the people complaining about it, saying this is such a problem, we're trying to say how this breaks the immersion of the game, and it just ruins the experience for them. I'm just thinking, if that's all it takes to ruin your experience, then I don't think you could probably play another game for the rest of your life, honestly, because, damn, if that's all it takes, that's like me saying, like, I'm living life and everything's going good, my whole day is going great, everything's fine, but because I put on my right side before I put on my left side, the whole day's ruined, and I have to, like, reset the entire day or something. At that point, I might as well not just go outside, because Lord knows if I see an actual problem. But how is this breaking your ability to play the game? And by the way, immersion, I'm going to let you guys know a little fun fact about me. I'm a simplistic guy. I've been playing games for almost 3 decades now, and that word immersion, it's coming close to being a trigger word for me, because it's just like, I hear it all the time. Oh, they broke the immersion, broke the... Guys, I've never been immersed in a game. Like, I just play the games, okay? I'm not sitting there thinking, oh, am I going to get sucked in this world? Do I believe? It's like, dude, I don't care. I just play the games, have a good time, and move on. If you don't like it, then just, don't play it. I don't know, do what makes you happy, but I don't see how yellow spray paint and yellow tape is breaking the immersion. Like, obviously the reason it's there is for some people to know. Like, and by the way, everyone, people say, oh, well, obviously you would know that. It's insult our intelligence. And once again, it's just making it more easy for some other people who might not know it's there. Like, not everybody. I'm pretty certain there's certain things in games that you didn't know you could interact with, and there was no way to let you know. I mean, don't act like you've never had that moment before in a game before. Like, it's just letting you know. And by the way, yeah, I know my suitcase is a mess here. I'm trying to collect all the herbs, and I don't know, have a botany lab or something. But anyway, the point here is, like, obviously for players to see, hey, you can interact with it, and the barrels, and obviously I know the barrels are stuff you can interact with, and the windows and the ladders, but not everyone has that, foresight. And it's just like, okay, whoop-de-doo. Oh, well, they should have the option to change or not change. It's like, why go through so much trouble? Why does it matter? Like, Give me an actual problem that matters. As I said, you remember when we actually had actual problems, like the game doesn't work, or the game's not starting up, or the game crashes, or the game's not finished, or maybe you have a problem with how the story progresses, or like the characters, or something like that. Oh, there's yellow. God forbid that yellow spray paint and tape on the crates or boxes and windows. Oh my goodness gracious me! I'll never be able to progress anymore. I can't play the game. It reminds me of, I'll tell you a funny story. I remember somebody, we were talking about Resident Evil 2 Remake, and since I'm playing as Ada, and this involves Ada, but they were saying that the whole game is ruined because of immersion, because they couldn't believe this whole thing was going on. And I was just thinking, oh great, what is it this time? And the scene where you first encounter Ada in Resident Evil 2 Remake, when you're going into the parking garage, and the door she goes into, it goes into the prison. If you follow her as fast as possible, she still like disappears. You can't see her, and the guy then proceeded to inspect every single cranny, nook in the room, like the first room, because he said there was no way she could disappear that quick. There's no way she's hiding inside the lockers or anything, and because of that, that makes logically no sense, and the whole rest of the game is ruined and pointless. While they're playing in a zombie-filled city, something that obviously is not going to happen in real life, but because of that whole thing, that breaks the entirety of the immersion of the game. I guess he'd also not be happy to know that one shelf, you know how you had the bomb in Resident Evil 2 Remake, and you detonate the bomb and the whole shelf falls over. Even if you stand right where the shelf's supposed to fall, as soon as you move out of it, the shelf will still fall over. I guess that'll be immersion breaking. He sees that whole thing happen, but it's just like, dude, of the things to complain about, like, man, like, how do you play any game if that's all it takes for you to get mad and that upset about it? And it's not like, people are just saying it to be funny. I know some people are taking it as a joke because they think it's funny, but, some people are generally getting that mad and upset about it. And, like, it's like, this is a crime against everything, and we need to, like, stop it now. But the whole thing I just never got is when people said, oh, They don't trust us to know, obviously, it's a crate or something like that. And I'm thinking, it's not about trusting us to know. It's just there so some people can know you can, interact with it. Break it and move it. I don't think about it. I've never, like, for me personally, I've never thought, hey, they put yellow paint on this stuff. Oh my goodness gracious me, they think I'm stupid or something like that. I just play it and move on. I don't think that deep in stuff like that. Like, there are things you could think deep with, like maybe the story and the character progression and something like that, but I don't think, it's that deep. It's just, hey, it's there to help out people who might need it. Hey, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, I know to break the crates and go up the ladders, but, if it's there, so what? I don't care. I'm just trying to play and enjoy the damn game. It's like nobody wants to enjoy anything. It's like they're going to find something else. Like, they'll probably complain, like these rooftop bricks or something, they're the wrong color this time. They're supposed to be blue or something. They'll just find something stupid for some other reason. And it's just, it's basically like I said this before, it's basically like a bunch of Skip Baylesses, just complaining for the sake of complaining. Unfortunately, we've popularized that now, so everyone just wants to do that and think it's fun just to make attention. But that is going to be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. You think does this really insult you? Like, even if hey, you break the barrels and the boxes and windows, that really piss you off and insult you to the point where, oh my god, it breaks everything, you can't play the game anymore? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully I can see you guys back on the next one. Thanks, and I'll see you all later. Peace.